A few more details about how this works in practice. Apparently, you really have to earn every single takedown, punch, and kick, with more rare hook punches, for example, doing more damage to opponents.
What's up, guys? We'll be live in a couple of minutes. Just waiting for Dougie Fresh to get here, and we will be live with the third episode of the Gooncast. Stay tuned, we'll be back. Still waiting on Dougie. We're still coming back. Episode 3. Don't call him, come back! Jump on the floor. YouTube has some good fucking beats for it. I don't know why that we think this shit's good for you. This is just good shit for you. That's all I'm saying. Still waiting for Dougie. Should be here any minute when he gets here. We'll probably be going live after that. Definitely start talking. We gotta cut it up. Shit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not. Alright, then I'm not. What's up, Goofy Face? What's up, good Goofy Girl? What's up? Can't wait. College. we're gonna talk about it when the show comes on, but something just popped into my head real quick. I just want to say something real quick. If you're a New England Patriots fan, and you were any bit proud of the win you got on Sunday, you're fucking Jim. That was 100% a catch. Everybody knows it. Y'all fucking suck. Can't wait to catch y'all bitch asses. That's all. We'll be back. Dougie's here. We'll be on in a minute. we're still pre-show. And Dougie Fresh, say hi to the king. It's a pretty dark crowd.
I brought 2 friends with me. I brought this nice guy, and I brought Phil, bro. I have to say.
Oh, you got the
I brought some crack, bro. It's orange, two different strings.
I wish I had videos so these people could see how fucking nice this marijuana is.
Oh
This
my
is the
god, bro! It's the top of the line.
Yeah,
you get
bro.
it around here.
So what's
pay
the-
50 a cut?
yeah, bro. I don't pay that much. I pay $40.
No, I would sell this to you guys. And I'm not gonna tell you what
I'm gonna. Sorry, folks. Just had to talk a little behind the scenes business. Dougie Fresh don't know how to hit a ball.
There's a bubble for a minute.
No, my ball's kind of fucked up. It's got a lot of tape on it. I need to get a new step piece.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was like a bubble.
No, it's a blonde, bro.
It looks like it.
It's just a small blonde, bro. It's just, yeah, bro. What I've heard it's called a zong, bro. That's what I've heard it's called. So I just call it, I call it the zong.
The zong, bro.
It's just the zong.
The zong, bro. These cats are the best.
Look how big he's fucking got, bro.
They're the best cat,
I
dude.
fucking love that.
They are the best cat.
God, you sound there we go. You got your fucking sound better.
They're
They
best.
sound better.
Yeah, we're not even like in it.
Yeah, no, we're not even
Bro,
talking about
I have a good topic that I'm going to talk about a little bit. I've been consuming so many hours of my day away on Fortnite and PUBG.
Okay, yeah, no, we can talk. I have no experience in them, so we can
They're
definitely talk
very,
about those.
very fun, bro. I fuck with them heavily.
But there's something that we have to talk about to start the show.
What's good?
Did you watch the Steelers game on Sunday?
Yeah, I did watch actually because I had a family Christmas party and I did not obviously like that stuff, family or anything like that. So
You watched the game.
yeah, I was distracting myself.
So
keeping
you
myself occupied.
we're gonna-
actually
we're-
paying attention, bro.
We're gonna get into that.
How Jesse James got stolen? I don't think he did. Personally,
We'll trust me. You will at the end of them. And once we start the podcast, you will. Trust me.
you will what?
I have evidence.
You have evidence that it was a catch?
I have evidence that there was 100% a catch.
The knee?
No, I don't want to say. I don't want to say it on the pre-show. No. It's not even me.
I feel you.
But I don't want to say it on the pre-show.
Wait.
I mean, what do you want to wait till you get the first one rolled?
Yeah, I'm rolling one real quick.
All right,
A little quickie.
that's fine. So what I've been doing is when I go back in the edit, and I just put in the edit at like episode starts at like 20 some or 30 some, because I've had some long, even on like the wrestling podcast, the phenomenal podcast live also on the Goonland production, probably going live either tomorrow or Sunday. Check that out.
You've been doing that consistently?
Every week, bro. I think we were on episode 32.
My grandma's just been dying, and I've been like,
Yes, thoughts and prayers. Go to
life, bro.
go to Grandma Fresh.
One day off a week type shit. It hasn't been
It's
the
on the grind, bro.
Yeah, just make my blunt a big bed. Yep.
Yeah, they like that. Yep, that's what they do.
Make my plastic bag full of blunts a bed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's a background for you.
You want to? I don't think they're actually gonna crush them. They're not heavy. Yeah, you're right. Just put it up high for me. Yeah, no, I don't care. You can do whatever you gotta do. The kitties. The kitties. What are their names again? Bruno and Lucy.
Yeah, Bruno and Lucy for quick.
I remember Bruno. Bro, look at this.
Bruno after Bruno San Martino, and I figured that was an old school name, so I figured Lucy was also good.
That is a solid name.
Yeah, they're good names.
Lucille would have been better if you watched The Walking Dead.
Yeah, no, I call her Lucille a lot. I do call her because I mean that's what Lucy is short. So
Yeah.
I do call her Lucille every once in a while. Like every time she's in trouble, like Lucille. We can't hear the background, but yeah, I
can't barely just
Yeah, no, I mean, it's still pre-show. I usually just turn the TV off in general because it helps having the music on the background. That drowns out a lot of shit.
definitely.
Thanks to YouTube and then my buddy Luis down in Frederick, Maryland. He gave me like a couple beats, so we could use them no problem on the show. So he's a good dude.
Oh man,
he was the audio guy when we went down to the documentary. So good guy, good guy.
Bro, this bud is potent. Fuck. It's like dry, but wet enough to break down where you like to break it down.
Yeah, bro. Did you see my fucking Snapchats, bro?
No.
I rolled my first blunt a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't know it was your first one. That was pretty. It was good,
dude. I've been rolling a couple blunts. They've been getting better. They're getting better. They're smokable.
Like rolling them.
The first one I rolled was a smokable blunt, so I was like, oh shit, I'm onto something.
And you were cool,
dude. I got into my DM. So.
Did you get fried?
Fuck yeah, dude. I started honestly like my smoking ban honestly only lasted like 2 weeks. I smoked.
What happened?
Well, my landlord said something, and then I found out I'm not the only person in the building that smoke. There's people in the basement that smoke, and when they smoke, it rise up and it goes through everybody's vents.
It's not.
And it was smelling out 2 other apartments over there, and that's what they were smelling.
Not yours.
Not mine.
So you were like, fuck it.
So I'm like, if they're cool with mine, they haven't said anything to me personally, and there hasn't been any beef since then. I slowed down at first. They were, like I said, for 2 weeks.
Just in case, but
the first week and a half, I only smoked in the bathroom. And I had a spoof that spewed out the window.
Yeah,
and that's all I smoked.
Now you know why.
And then after like that 2 weeks, I started smoking blunts, and then I smoked. I faced the blunt in the house. So I'm like, yeah, I missed it. Fuck it. And it's too goddamn cold outside.
It is pretty cold outside.
It's fucking cold. Well, it's not today. Today's pretty nice. It's pretty damn nice today. It's hoodie weather today. But every other fucking day, it's gonna get cold. Did you see what the weather temperature will be next week?
No.
It's gonna be like 28 degrees next week. It's gonna be fucking cold.
Yeah, it's like slumping.
Dude, he just chills, bro.
And then, yeah, they love it.
He just fucking chills, bro.
I love cats in a way.
Dude, I wasn't a cat guy until I got mine, and then I got the nicest fucking cats.
Keep this.
It looks nice.
Look how much pot.
There's a lot.
Per blunt, there's gonna.
Dougie always provides. He's a good guy.
I'm never a pinner. If I was a blunt, I would not be a pinner.
I remember, I won't say the friend's name. We both know who it is. You probably won't remember. Remember they would roll pinner joints all the time? That's
probably take a couple guesses. Let's not say any names.
Very personal, close friend of both of ours.
Yeah.
Growing up. I realized I just spelled your name wrong in the I can edit it somewhere.
What, Dougie?
No, Fresh.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Well, Fresh doesn't have a T in it.
Alright, bro. This one's almost...
There we go.
This shit is so sticky. Should have you grinded that bitch down. But I don't like grinding it down.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Usually I don't.
Yeah, I like breaking it down by hand, too. Dude, I've been already... It's gonna be like a 30-minute pre-show.
Oh, who cares? It's gonna be an hour.
Yeah, no, this is
minutes. That's about what it is usually.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
2 hours.
Like I said, I go in the description and I put starts at like whatever.
Yeah, so you can see exactly.
Yeah, so like it's not like, oh, I don't want to listen to. If you don't want to listen to pre-show, you can skip right to the
turn
episode.
Off the pre-show now. Well, let's get going.
Are you good to go while rolling?
Oh yeah.
All right, bro. Well,
we are.
We'll be right back with the Gooncast episode. Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening. You thought it was dead, but it's not. We are back. Episode 3 of the Gooncast
took a break
is here after the very short hiatus.
Anthony Musolino, Dougie Fresh. We are back, and we got a couple of good topics today. A lot has been going on in the world ever since we've been together last.
A lot of terrorism. Have you seen any of that?
A lot of terrorism. I think there's been a lot of shootings.
There was a bomb or some explosion.
Did you see the dude in New York
That's what I'm talking about.
he fucked himself up?
Yeah.
That's the warning to suicide bombers.
Big time.
Yeah, he got nothing out of that. I think he might have injured a couple people. I don't did anybody die?
I think he killed.
Did a couple people die?
10 to 12 people died.
You're right. So I guess he was semi-successful, but he.
But like, why? You know, they definitely died. But like, why would you ever? I mean, like,
I don't know.
Bomb anywhere, but you choose what was it, like a subway?
Well, I mean, I could understand that because it's a condensed area.
It was like the biggest, most popular one too,
and especially in New York City.
But the way that he did it wasn't like it was on the train or anything. Like he just did it like it was down like in a garbage can or some shit. I think.
No, it was attached to him. Because have you seen the pictures of his stomach?
I seen where it happened, but I didn't see the pictures of his stomach.
He's like all.
He wasn't on the train or like near enough people to do enough damage. He kind of just folded.
Yeah, no, he was semi-successful, but I guess he failed because he didn't die. I guess that's a failure. I guess if you're trying to be a suicide bomber, I guess that's a kind of a failure.
That's funny.
But I mean, we're not going to talk about that because that's downer stuff.
Bomber, he failed.
But if you're trying, the word is suicide. That is part of the job. So I mean, if we're going to get into it, yeah, he's a fucking failure. I'm sorry, but. Other than that, there's been a lot of other stuff going on. And the one thing that I need to talk about, because it's near, dear, and personal to my heart. I'm many things. I'm a podcaster. I'm a wrestling fan, if you listen to the Phenomenal Podcast. I like comedy. I like funny shit. And I'm also a very, very big Pittsburgh fan. Any sport. It doesn't matter what the sport is, I follow it. Even when Pittsburgh had a fucking arena team, I followed it. Because I'm just a fanatic with sports. This Sunday, the Pittsburgh Steelers played the New England Patriots in what might have been the biggest game of the NFL season so far. This was the two top teams.
Out of any game.
No joke, probably the two best teams in the league.
Right now, yeah.
I mean, you can argue Philly.
Yeah.
You can kind of start to argue LA, the Rams. You can kind of start to argue. You can't argue Seattle after what the Rams did to them last week, actually. You can't argue them anymore. There's a couple. Jacksonville, you can kind of start to argue now, too. But right now, 1 and 2 in the power rankings going into last week. Steelers were 1, Patriots were 2. Patriots take an early lead. Other than that, Steelers dominate the rest of the game. Don't give up the lead. Other than that point, what bothered me the most, that you could tell early on, was the refs weren't going to give the Steelers a call all game. There was one penalty against New England throughout the game, which was a blatant false start that they had to call. They didn't have a choice. It was, the dude jumped badly and it was on the camera side. So obviously they're going to call that. So one penalty. Every single time the Steelers made a big stop on third down on defense.
Penalty.
Phantom pass interference on Gronk. We get a big first down on offense. Phantom holding call on Villanueva. Dude, he lets go of him. Way before he literally lets go of him. You see the replay, he lets go and looks to the right.
Bro.
I'm a diehard Steelers fan. I love football. This game.
Live and breathe the sport.
You can attest. You can attest to my. No, the Pirates have killed my love for baseball.
Yeah.
They have no interest in building a winning team. They have no interest in spending money to do so. They just want to take our money. So until they decide to make money or spend money on building a team that wants to win, then I'll watch the Pirates. Until then, I thank God I have the Penguins and the Steelers. And the Penguins won last night in a great shootout win.
Oh,
Ryan Reeves is a fucking pimp.
He's a beast.
Ryan Reeves is a badass.
Why would you ever challenge someone if you're that small?
Did you see the dude that tried to check him and he fucking he checked him and he fell over? Ryan didn't even fucking move. But so the Penguins they're doing average right now, but that's fine though. They
never count the Penguins out.
They're playing 500 hockey right now, which early in the season is exactly what you want to do. Don't worry about the early teams. The teams that usually take the run early,
they're getting their roster set. That's what they're worried about.
And the guy they brought on, that Olofsson guy,
6'7" footer.
That dude was good. He can handle the puck. He's a great stick handler. So they made good moves. And they got they had a lot of holes they had to fill from last season. But the Penguins are doing fine right now. To get back to the Steelers.
Yeah, you want to get back to the Patriots.
The Patriots have a drive where, like I said, there was a phantom. We had them out of field goal range. They fail on third down, and there's the phantom pass interference on Gronk. That moves them in the field goal position to make it so where a touchdown would tie the game with a 2-point conversion. After we fail on that drive, Patriots get the back 3 plays, all to 2 to Gronk, and then a running touchdown. 58 seconds left. Steelers pass to Juju Smith on the goal line, to the line of scrimmage, and he takes it almost down. I think it was to like the 10. Which Juju's a beast. Give that man Rookie of the Year right fucking now. Yeah. Name me another rookie that's having a season like him right now. Seriously, I can't think of anybody. And I've watched a lot of football this year. I've watched the Red Zone all the time. I'm a big fan of the NFL Red Zone until this week, because after that play, the Steelers had a pass to Jesse James, which he caught, went to a knee, rolled, he caught the ball, went to his knee, then lunged, which is, quote-unquote, a football move. If you look at the definition of a football move, a lunge is a football move. Into the end zone, elbow hits, ball crosses the goal line, rolls it over on what people thought was the ground, or at least the people in New York, because they decided to take it away, screwing us in the game. Ben throws an interception after that.
Happened? You know what? It took a long time, didn't they?
4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Do you know what they did in that 4 minutes and 30 seconds?
Found an excuse.
They called Kraft, Unilever, and P&G to find out how much money that they were going to get from each of them.
Exactly. But here's what pisses me off the most, because I've been arguing with New England fans on the internet all week. Because fuck New England. If you were proud of that victory, you are a fucking dumbass, because I'm going to show Doug a picture.
I love it. He got it ready.
Oh, I had it ready.
Please, since that night.
Please fucking tell me. Please tell me when the ball touches the ground. His hand's underneath the football. Look at it. Hand is underneath the football. This is a picture. You can find it anywhere. It's all over Twitter, all over Facebook. Jesse James'
his hand is dead ass
underneath the football. Ball never touches the ground.
He literally caught the ball.
The NFL.
They rigged. It's rigged.
The NFL is the most.
Where is this? Send this link out in your stream.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking let me do. That's a good idea. Good fucking call. I'm gonna put the link in the fucking comments if there's anybody watching, or in post. It should be
Look
there.
At that.
Oh, I can't post it. It's too long.
That cat stole another weed.
Did it really?
Yep. Not a very big one, but he did.
That motherfucker. What?
Make sure he didn't need it.
I don't think he did. Oh, here it is. He definitely fucking stole. My cat is a fucking
He's
thief.
a weed thief.
He's a fucking thief.
There was a nug of weed on this book.
All right, hopefully
he came up and took it.
One of these links is going to be able to be sent out. There we go.
Yeah.
So that's the link. The link's out there. It's obviously a catch. So the NFL is the most corrupt league in sports. Every time New England has a close call, who does it go to? Serious question. Who does the call always go to?
Brady and Belly.
New England. Anytime there's a close play. It's just the way it is. It always has been. It always will be. Sadly. This is just the way it's going to be. But there's hope. Did you hear the news that has been circulating, the rumors this
my
week?
God.
Did you do it again?
They did it a while ago. I had a big-ass nug up here for the other blunt.
It's probably on the floor somewhere.
Yeah, it is. My bad, bro. I just tripped.
We're weed hunting now.
Bro, we were on a weed hunt. I should have left it in the bag.
That was my fault. I took it out. I'll take blame for that.
The huge one's gone.
It's probably under the table.
Right over there.
There he is. Oh. The nug has been recovered, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro.
Unlike Jesse James, we fumbled. Unlike Jesse James, we did not retain the ball. But like I said, did you hear the rumors this week that have been spreading around the world? We kind of covered this in the Phenomenal podcast because it involves Vince McMahon. Did you hear the rumors?
About the new wrestling league?
No, about the new football league that might be showing up because Vince McMahon is in talks of bringing back the XFL.
Oh, that's what it's called, the XFL. Was he doing that himself, like playing in that?
No, he was the commissioner. He's the one that founded the league last time. It was a total failure. But in the climate of the NFL right now, with all that's been going on with the stupid protest and just the dumb controversies with Kaepernick and the concussion shit, and then now with this play, which is a very, very bad look for the NFL.
You think? Oh yeah, for the NFL.
Very bad look. A lot of people. I am a diehard fan.
Himself to do it, or does he like need permission? Right?
No, he can do whatever he wants.
My bad, bro.
He's got billions of dollars.
I'm picking hairs out of a nug that was on the ground. That's all. Bro, you need to fuck off the weed.
Well,
This guy's a weed.
Get it back in the bag.
I was gonna start breaking it down. That's why I was getting it, and then I couldn't find it. My bad, bro.
But
for all that folding for not talking in the mic.
No, it's fine. You were just saying what you said.
Yeah, I was trying to find the pack.
But legally, yes.
All right, bet.
The problem with creating the problem that would be with creating a new football league would be, one, you would have to get quality players. Well, no. First, you'd have to get quality ownership. You got to have people that are going to be willing to invest money into a football team and have money that would be willing to. So that's problem A. Problem B is getting the yeah, they love laying in there.
He's nutty.
But the problem B is finding the quality of players. That's where your real problem comes into play. Because are you going to be able to match the quality of a guy like an Antonio Brown? It's very hard.
How about when that happened, Antonio Brown? He got injured in the beginning of that game.
Looks suspicious.
It did. I looked around the room, and my family was there. 3 of my uncles and like one of my grandmas. She basically calls her son.
Okay.
Her son, and his name is Jason. So I look around and I say, wow, he might be out till the playoffs or like till the end of the season.
Yeah.
And they all said something to me and looked at me like, they're going to ice it, tape it up, and he'll be back in before the end of the game. It's the fucking Patriots. And I said...
No, my dad said the same exact thing.
And I said, dude, they're not going to have him come back in this
game.
They
said like 5 minutes
and they all gained up on me.
Like 30 minutes after that play, they were like, he has a partially torn calf. He's not coming back. Like, if people are still like, nah, he'll be back. They're like, he's at the hospital. Nah, he'll be back. He's
in the locker room.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna get taped at the hospital. He's gonna make it's gonna be like the movie. He's gonna come down the end of the fourth quarter. He's gonna give him the game-winning drive. And like I said, shout outs to Juju Smith-Schuster on making a great fucking play. Honestly, he made a phenomenal play to get us in position on what should have been the game-winning touchdown.
Not as good as this blunt.
No, it was a fantastic blunt.
Dude, look at that. I mean, it's not perfect, but
I'm definitely smacking the shit out of it. I'm enjoying it, but. As much as I love football, I have another passion. It's something that we've talked about very extensively on this podcast, and that is video games.
Yep.
You're a big fan of video games, and
that's all I do.
And you said there is a couple of games that have been taking over, consuming
my life.
What have those games been, Dougie?
Okay, I've been playing mad hours on Fortnite.
Haven't played it.
Battle Royale.
I've seen a lot.
It's a battle royale game just like PUBG, except you can build in it.
I have seen that, and I didn't know how I'd feel about that, and it seems like a weird mechanic. Explain to me how that mechanic works.
Okay, so building, you can't just build on like anything or in midair or like into a tree. You have to build in an open area and like start your base off of a ground. Say you build a base like with a ramp or like stairs, and then you build like a floor in the sky, like a little bit up off the ground.
Okay.
Well, if your bottom of the base gets destroyed, like your fortress just collapses and it all just is gone. And you can't just stay in a floating box, let's say, if you tried to make one.
So it's not like Minecraft.
You have to make like a castle. Exactly. It's not Minecraft. You have to keep a ground base to it.
So like kind of like how Rust is?
Exactly. You can't just kind of like float up in the air and shit like that. Like you have to keep a base. Yeah, this cat's so like into everything. Looking for shit to fuck with.
That's exactly what he's doing. But so what's so it seems to me PUBG is like the more realistic one.
Yeah, it's so more realistic. Whenever you come out of you're in the plane and you like skydive, you can see the map that you're gonna land on and it's unrendered. I kind of have a cold still. You can kind of tell.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not gonna lie. My throat's been feeling like shit all week. These blunts are not gonna help, but fuck it. It's the Gooncast.
Yeah, it's gonna help. Wouldn't
it be the same? You know what I mean?
Nah. So PUBG, you like land. It looks like Google Maps whenever you're fucking landing, bro.
Really?
Yeah, like it looks bad. And then you land, with like a fucking parachute and everything, and then you have nothing when you land. You can find like melee weapons, short range weapons like shotguns.
I've seen the frying pan is very big in that game.
Frying pan? That's funny. I never used that. I used a machete if I came to the sickle. But then they have like bolt action rifles and guns you can put scopes on. Assault rifles like M4s and AKs. Pretty dope.
All right.
There's just like do you know about like the circle?
Yeah, no, I've played a game that was similar. I don't have the money to play games like that,
Bro.
because I have a thing called bills, and I don't have a good job.
Yeah.
and I smoke a lot of weed.
Look at this cat.
So my free money doesn't go to games. It goes to weed. I'm not going to lie.
You're right.
So, and with that being said, I've played a free version called Last Man Standing, which is like bare
Same
bones.
thing.
It's pretty much PUBG, but like it's like RC Cola compared to Pepsi. That's the best way I could describe it.
That's a good way to say it. A lot of people like that shit. They prefer that shit. I don't know.
You know
how they
what?
do.
It's pretty much like the shooting sucks, but it's pretty much the same game.
The shooting is not very great in PUBG, but this cat just wants to be near me.
They're the
the
chills.
chillers.
Yeah, they're chill cast, bro.
They're definitely the chillers.
Lucy's hanging out on the table over here. She's just chilling also. That's what we do. We just hang out and smoke weed. That's what we do in this house. But
I love it.
when which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Fortnite or PUBG? Because it seems like
Fortnite because
Really?
it runs better and everything,
okay.
and I'm better at it. But I'm like, I try to play PUBG more, especially because I got Fortnite for free.
Okay, how'd you get for free?
Xbox membership, whatever. Like that month, it was the free game of
Really?
November.
That's a good game to get.
$55
Damn.
game.
Holy shit, Xbox! Good for you. Damn, I'm torn because I want to get a console at some point. I'm thinking tax
New
return
Xbox
season.
One thing.
I don't know if I want to get an Xbox or PlayStation. I'm
They
torn.
got like the new Xbox One S or X or whatever.
I understand that, but I've played on a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I played with the PlayStation
Like-
with my buddies Nick and Ian. They come over, they bring a PlayStation over.
You're right. You
So-
can get it with them.
But also, if I get Xbox, I can get it with you.
Me, Mike, Patrick, Kevin.
Pat's gonna be on one day. P. Kells. I haven't told you this yet, but I want to do a drinking episode. He was supposed to be on the night. But
Bro, he would definitely be.
I messaged him for that, and he's like, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna be on that." That's gonna be one of these weeks. That's gonna be happening soon. It's gonna be one of the episodes. It might be like a New Year's episode.
Yeah, me and him might have to stay overnight.
That's fine. We can fucking pass
Sleep
out
on
here.
the ground, yeah.
I got a cot in the couch,
Smoke, drink,
and just have we can without
watch some shit.
fucking we y'all can bring like Xbox controllers over, and we can
Here.
plug the fucking laptop into the control in the fucking TV.
What are you pawing at me? What do you want? What are you pawing at?
He just wants to be loved, bro. My cats are fucking great. But so you, like I said, I've never played either of them. So would you say PUBG's game of the year because that's what was voted game of the year this year? You don't think it was? What would be your game of
That's
the year?
voted game of the year?
Yeah, what would be your game of the year? Because I would have
PUBG in 3 years when I know it's going to be perfectly finished and everything will be
Well,
rendered.
didn't it just come out in full
It's in
release?
Delta.
No, I heard it just came out full release.
I don't think it did, but it might have.
Let me check. 'Cause I'm pretty
guess
sure
it
it did. Here. My mic's stand falling off. You gotta fix this real quick. My mic stand is falling off, and I'm just holding the mic so it doesn't fall. God damn it! All right. So what would be your game of the year?
I would say
Because there's been good ones.
oh my god, which ones even came out this year? World War II did. I mean, I wouldn't put that there, but
I would put that top
alright.
10. I would say that's definitely a top 10 game. I don't know if I'd say top. Like
what else came out that's really, really good? Fortnite's up there.
Resident Evil 7's got to be on the list. And was that this year, right?
I think so.
That's going to be on the list.
Bro, he's half on the couch sitting and half using my leg as like an armrest.
My cat's fucking weird, by the way.
Chilling.
I found out that they're fucking half Maine Coon cats, which are like the biggest fucking cats you can get. So he's going to be a fucking monster.
Are they actually half naked?
Yeah, bro. They have the
They look like it.
They have the M on their foreheads. They have the hairs in their ears that really stick out.
They're going to be so fat.
Bro, he's gonna be so fucking big, dude.
They're going to be so fat. Oh. This cat makes me happy. All right. Anyway,
No, that was good.
I've been playing Mad Fortnite, Mad PUBG. I'm not as good. PUBG lags, bro. It lags. The frame rate isn't. It's like a 30 frame rate.
Do you play on Xbox or PC?
Yeah, Xbox One. I never played
Okay.
it on PC.
It
Like,
might be better on
my
PC.
on my own PC.
See, that's what kind of is stopping me from getting a console because PC game is great. I just want exclusives. And I can't play like Madden. I want to play UFC in the worst fucking way. Can't play Madden. What the? Yeah, sticky shit, bro.
Give me your finger, like a finger.
Like, that's sticky, bro.
Smoking my thumb.
Why are you? You're so fucking sticky.
No, that's
you're
how
so
sticky.
fucking sticky.
If I do this, it feels like I have like a dab.
Well, so let me
That's
pull up the list. Oh, the Breath of the Wild. That's gonna be up there.
When they say green thumb, this is what green thumb is.
Yeah.
Right here.
No doubt. So here's.
Let me see. Prey. Fuck that. Wolfenstein 2 might get up there.
Horizon Zero Dawn's definitely up there.
A lot of people like what's it called? Wolfenstein.
I haven't played it, but I love the series. I played the first two. I haven't played the new one. The first two are really good. The second one was short though. Call of Duty. Battlefront 2 is definitely not going to be a winner.
Nah.
We're going to get into that in a little bit.
Yeah, I know you do.
I want
to hear what you have to say about it.
You know what? Let's just get into it.
Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say about it.
We can get into Game of the Year in a minute. There's been a big controversy
I think Halo Wars, that new Halo Wars might have a chance.
Really?
I mean, I haven't played it. I don't know how. Yeah, I need to get it when it goes on sale.
Because I was a big fan of Halo Wars, the first one.
I liked it.
I played that game a lot.
I know Mike had it.
I played that.
That's where I played it sometimes.
There was 2 games like that. I wasn't real big. I was big into RTS like games, but I didn't play like the ones that everybody knows. I played that, and I played Tom Clancy's End War.
Okay.
Played that a lot. That was a fun game.
I have the Division.
The Division's a good game.
But this cat fell asleep like that.
Hey, he's just chilling, bro.
He fell asleep.
He don't give a fuck.
On the arm of the couch, and then his paws are on my leg.
But there's been a big controversy that's been happening in gaming law recently, and it's been loot boxes. They've been around for a while because TF2 had them with like the hats, CS:GO's had them with the skins.
Oh yeah,
and then Overwatch
and camo, yeah.
So those, and like Call of Duty had them. Those probably games that did it right because it was all cosmetic shit until Call of Duty had like guns that were like special guns and shit. That became bullshit.
Yeah,
that's when the shit started. Then it got really bad when Battlefront 2 came out. This game has been under pretty much fire, like big fire for recent. When the game came out, it was pretty much you found out that you either had to play 40 hours or spend like $20 to unlock one character, like a Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker or something like that.
That's butt.
So people got pissed, obviously, because
Fortnite just had a thing. You have to like pay to unlock stuff, even if you like play and unlock it all. Like you don't actually get it until you purchase it.
That's fucked up. See, that's bullshit.
For all the good stuff.
Well,
just cosmetic.
Here's the thing, though.
Mostly,
people are getting very angry at this because we pay a lot for games. $60.
We pay fucking so much for the game.
We should in a PC dominated area, an internet era,
yeah,
where we can download stuff. You don't have to worry about delivery costs anymore. You don't have to be worried about making the product.
Games are so much cheaper nowadays. Like some of them are like 30, 15, 10, and they're funner than the $60 games.
Like one that came out recently, Hello Neighbor, $30 game, great game. That's a game you could argue is also Game of the Year. Honestly, a lot of people have been.
I heard about that. I think.
Yeah, no, it just came out of beta recently with a full release. So I might be a little too late for this year since they've already decided it, but that's a game that should be talked about because that's been a game that's what a game that is with all the bad early access games that have been coming out recently where people are getting screwed over and games are just done with development. This was a game that did early access right, where they developed early access. The original early access was a very bare bones game with a little bit of story details in it. And then as the beta progressed, you got more and more of the game, and there were frequent updates. And then when the full release came out, it's a full game where there's a lot more to the game.
Playable whenever.
Yeah, it's not like it's the same game, but there's just a lot more depth to it.
They actually did.
And there's
a good job.
And the story is good. So that's a game with early.
I'm actually curious to look this up when I get home.
It's a very good game. It's the storyline. The story is very compelling. It's. Like I said, it's a game that should be up there on the list.
Is there a game coming out this year or next year made by the makers that made Heavy Rain for PlayStation?
I'm pretty sure something
like a very good storyline based first one single player campaign kind of game.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know many details on that, but I'm pretty sure there's something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Heavy Rain makers are making it.
Yeah, I know that the Heavy Rain movie's been in talks for like years.
Really?
So that might be a thing someday.
That would be wild.
I mean, it's a very story-driven game, so I feel like if there's a game that could pull it off, it's that one.
Isn't it mostly like cinematic, and you just kind of have to, or do you like walk around?
I mean, there's still like branching off. There's some stuff where it was like,
because the game that I'm seeing that I saw something for was like it was like cinematic, and there's not much stuff that you have to actually do.
No, Heavy Rain was like that too, where it was mostly just like quick time events and shit like that.
Something like that.
But there were games where it was like you did have to do some stuff, like you did some walking around and shit. But like other than that, like it was a very cinematic driven game. What's up, Bruno?
Man, he's allowed.
He's just gonna come and chill. That's the funny part. He's probably just gonna lay down and hang out.
Yep. He loves it.
See? Yeah, he's part of the show.
Yeah, because he wasn't as comfortable over here on the couch.
Yeah, and he knows I'll pet him during the show. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because I'm breaking down.
Yeah, you're busy. I'll fucking give him love. But so to get back to the loot box scandal, it's been going around to a lot of governments across the world. And Australia thinks it's bullshit. There's a lot of European countries that thinks it's bullshit. America's okay with it. Europe's okay, and England's okay with it. But Belgium.
Belgium. He said America's okay with it. Europe's okay with it. And then he's like, but Belgium,
they're not okay with it.
Let me see this. No, you teach me stuff every time I come here.
They have come out last week. They want to launch an investigation that in the end, their end goal is to have a complete ban of loot boxes in Europe.
Oh, just in Europe?
That's really all that's...
Wait, loot boxes in like every video game?
Just all over in Europe, which would pretty much... that's a big market.
Bro.
Which, I mean, loot box, there's still a lot of market everywhere else, but that would be the start of something.
Now, hold on, wait. That starts a whole... Where does the line draw between loot boxes like on PC, Xbox, phone games?
Well, what it comes down to is what Belgium's claim
like
is...
Clash Royale has phone games, and Clash of Clans, has loot boxes and stuff like that.
It would be bad for everybody.
That's what I mean.
It would be a big thing.
Curious as to what they would ban.
It would be across everything where it's something like that. Because what they say is what it consists. It constitutes gambling, which they got a point when you have games like Battlefront where you're going for actually big name items, where like you're trying to get characters, or Call of Duty where you're getting special guns that are higher power than regular guns. That's gambling because you're gonna want to spend money to get that shit.
Gambling. You're right,
and they're selling it to children. So they got.
No, they're literally what's it called? They're influencing gambling in young children.
Exactly.
And they even warn about gambling addiction in commercials.
Yeah.
About gambling.
So that's
what
Three
Rivers Casino.
That's what the argument is, which I
would totally agree with that.
No, I agree with it too.
For that.
Because like I use it. I play CS:GO, and I'm a fan of CS:GO, and I'm a fan of their skins. I had a lot of good skins that I was an idiot and gambled away. And
they should give more free loot boxes away or skins away than they do, and not have people have to pay for them.
The game that did it right was Overwatch. They did it right, where you could earn loot boxes very commonly in game. Where you could buy them, but you would also earn them quite often. If you play consistently, you earn loot boxes. That's the way you should do it. Where you can buy them, but you're still going to earn the shit anyway, and it's a fair chance for anything. But what it comes down to is usually when you get a loot box, there's a very low chance you're going to get the item you want. You know what I mean? You're usually going to get some random smaller item that you already have. So that was my problem with CS:GO. That's why I stopped buying cases in CS:GO.
I loved CS:GO when I played it. I was pretty good at CS:GO actually.
I was semi-average at it.
I was alright. I was like Gold Nova 4 at one point.
I was a Silver 2 last I played. So I mean, I was pretty bummy, but I was good bummy. The only reason I was Silver 2 was because I played a lot of game with shitty teammates because I was in a Discord. I was in a Discord server.
You were like trying to get placed like for real, not like.
Well, what it was I was in a Discord server with people who were better than me, so I would go into games with like silver elites. People. Like I'd go with silver elites as an unranked and get my ass whooped. And when we'd lose like 10-0 or like 16-0 or like 16-3 or something like that. And it would just be over. Like I would do average in the games, but it's not enough. They don't count, like they don't care about how many kills you get or anything like that. It's all about wins and losses. So I would get fucked over that. There's weed in my cat.
Yep, that's probably from climbing around in my nug.
Probably. But to get back to the point of it, when you try to go when you get cases in CS:GO, there's a lot of really good stuff. And you can get like knives in cases. You have a very, 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 very low chance of getting a knife.
People pay so much money for knives.
They're like, I know there's one knife. The I think it's the M9.
Bayonet.
Yeah, the Crimson Web.
Crimson Web.
Yeah, that one. That's like $1,500.
There's a ton that are. I don't even know which ones.
Which is fucking ridiculous. Like pro players have them. If you're not a pro player and you're not like a prominent Twitch streamer, if you have those, get a fucking knife.
I mean, get a job that pays less money, bro, and find something to spend your money on.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because it's
CS:GO.
But I can't remember how many times I would open a case and I would get like, oh, I have that skin already. Oh, this skin's a fucking. I'm never gonna use this skin. I have a skin on this gun that's already better.
Fucking skin, bro.
Like it happens so often. And then I mean, there's days I remember I got a front side
what? I'm about to roll up this other.
The AK. It's like a front side Misty or something like that. I can't remember.
I don't remember the name.
But it's like this. It's really pretty blue gun. I had to open like 30 cases to get it. Like legitimately.
After so long.
I spent and you don't get keys for free. You get the case for free.
Yeah, you get the case.
But you gotta buy keys.
You know how many cases I have sitting in my inventory?
I have like 50 of them.
I have like 100 to 200 cases.
I trade them to random people for like semi-good skins, just so I have skins.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I do. But I haven't played CS in a minute. But to get back to the loot box thing, they have a very good point when it comes to gambling. Because like I said, when it comes to Call of Duty and shit like that, yeah, it's pay to win. You're already paying $60 for a game, and now you're telling me I have to pay more to get better items? Like, that's some fucking bullshit.
That's fucked.
And like, there's like games like UFC and WWE where you can like pay to get better shit, which makes your people better online. Because WWE just got a system where it's like a ranked system where you like go in matches and you can get, the more you win, the better you get. Because they're trying to make WWE sport.
Oh my!
Which if that happens, I'm sorry. If that happens, I'm taking the fuck over. I'm already in that shit. I'm playing that. That's my fucking childhood. You're not gonna take that game out of my fucking hands and beat me. I'll beat anybody at that fucking game. I'm saying it right now. If anyone wants to fucking challenge me in a WWE game, I'll fucking wreck you. Anybody.
Justin Mixon.
Don't give a fuck. I'll wreck him, bro. I know more about wrestling than him.
I know more about wrestling.
I'll say it, bro. I know it, bro. And if you don't,
you gotta get him on so you guys can podcast. If you gotta get him on so you guys can have a podcast about wrestling.
Yeah, he is more than welcome to jump on the Phenomenal Podcast, which you can find live on the Goonland Productions YouTube page every single weekend. Episode 33 coming to you this weekend. It's gonna be a little Christmas episode, and we plan on doing a best of the year episode. So check out for that. I love plugging shit in the middle of shit. It's so good. But to get back to video games, so what? We had some time to simmer over. What is your game of the year? Because I played a couple of good games, and I think I have to put. I don't know. It's a tough decision when I come down to it. Because I didn't play too many games, but I honestly would have to say it's probably Breath of the Wild. That's what I would probably say. I don't know if you played it at all. I played a little bit of it.
Is it up there?
It was definitely like top 5. Let me see what Forbes said.
Fire, probably.
Number 1 on Forbes. Okay, this is like PUBG got a bronze, which I guess is like the low 20s.
PUBG ain't that great.
So Prey was in there. Resident Evil 7, which I'm kind of against. Resident Evil 7 was a really good game. That was a fun game. Call of Duty World War II was also bronze. And silver, Assassin's Creed Origins was silver. I didn't play it, but I'm going to be honest. I heard
that game was good.
It didn't look good to me. It looked like another fucking Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, I don't think Assassin's Creed. What's like the new, what's that game? Oh, man. Far Cry 5, bro.
All right, so Forbes gave game of the
fucking fire Far Cry 5.
I didn't play it, but I want to get it so bad.
No, it's not even out yet or nothing.
Oh, it's not. It looks fucking
No,
good.
It comes out next year. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of video on it.
It's like the mobster one, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, that's the one with the fucking cult. Isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
But like I think you can like do like all these missions and shit, bro, like that are not like you're in like the city, not in the fucking wild.
Yeah, no, you're in America.
Is it a cult or I thought it was a mob.
It's a cult. Yeah, it's a cult. But the game of the year for Forbes was Breath of the Wild. Because I mean, I'm not a big fan of Zelda, but I got to give it to him. I mean, it was a great game.
The Zelda game.
Yeah, it was pretty damn good. I mean, I didn't play a lot of it, but when I did get to play it, I had a lot of fun playing it. And I'm not a big fan of Zelda. I'm gonna be honest.
I never really played Zelda.
I never really played it either.
To spark the second blunt, I was taking forever trying to get the hair out of it, bro. The hair out of the nugs.
That's fine.
That's why I wasn't talking very much. All right, let me get this John.
No, that's fine. I can talk all fucking day.
Yeah,
so
too.
I have no problem talking.
That cat is cozied up, slumped the fuck out.
Yeah, he's just fucking chilling, bro. But the talk of video games and all that, and just thinking about it, it's the holiday season. We were just 3 days away from Christmas. Getting back together doing the podcast, it brought up some memories of childhood past, and I wanna discuss with you and hear what your best and worst Christmas memories are. Because I have some good ones.
I never had a worse, like a bad Christmas.
You never had a bad Christmas memory before?
Not that I can like remember specifically.
Woo! Yeah, I have a couple.
But I have a couple good ones. Because I was like an only child, so like, and I mean, my mom and dad at the time had good money, and now they don't. But at the time they did, and they were buying me stuff like that I wanted, buying me all kinds of shit that I wanted, and so I had like, a lot of good ones. But I got like a giant table, like it wasn't foosball, but I can't really remember what it was. It was like an activity table type shit. I was like real young.
Yeah, like I
big extravagant stuff, like a little basketball hoop thing you could like shoot, made for like a toddler.
Yeah, no,
or like an 8-year-old.
Yeah, I understand. I feel you on that.
Shit like that.
See, I remember one of my favorite presents growing up. When I was probably like 5, my mom got me a hockey net and a goalie stick.
That'd be dope.
And
like a real one type shit?
Yeah.
Like a nice one.
It was like a metal fucking... It was like a ice hockey net. It wasn't like one of those cheap plastic ones. This was a heavy fucking... We used to drag this thing across the street into this back alley. And that thing was fucking heavy. Like, I still have it somewhere. I have no idea where it is, but I know I still own it. And I used that for fucking years. Like I said, I still have it somewhere. So that was probably one of my favorite memories growing up as a kid. I remember I got a Heinz Ward jersey one year. That was a pretty good one.
That is a good one.
But I remember my bad memories of Christmas.
Bro, I've got Rey Mysterio for either my birthday or Christmas. Like the mask and the pants and everything, and I was way too fat to fit in it.
I remember that.
So leathery.
I remember that.
I fit in it, but like after like the next year, like I was already way too big.
Yeah, no, I remember everybody got something like that as a kid. I remember I got like this really goofy like John Cena shirt that had John. I still have it. I just don't know where it is. It had John Cena
fake
on
belts.
it. I got fake belts.
I got so many fake belts.
I used to wrestle on my trampoline and use them. I used to think I was the shit. Oh, good times.
We used to wrestle.
Yeah.
In my room, bro. Me, like me and like Pat and Mike and all them, we would just like they weren't into it as much. Who was more who the fuck would wrestle us, bro? They would do it too, but like there were like other kids like that were in my family or my cousins.
Yeah, I believe it. See, I had just like random people that were wrestling fans that I would just like. I had different phases. There was one point where like me and my one buddy would like fucking. We would wrestle and like
Zach Hudson, bro. He was wild.
Oh yeah,
he was always trying to arm wrestle you and like do other shit.
I believe
Zach. So, like he was trying to wrestle you. Yeah,
I believe that.
Like we would put pillows and blankets down next to the bed, so like you could throw people off of the bed onto the ground next to it. It wouldn't even hurt.
That's what's up.
And then we had this like dresser. It was like the top of it was about like where the top of your fridge would be, like because it had like multiple levels, and we would like climb it up it. To get to the top and like kind of sit on the top like the top of a turnbuckle, and jump from there onto the bed and like fuck people's days up, bro. It was awesome.
That's what's up.
It was or pull people off of there and like suplex them back on the bed.
See, as fun as that was,
it's like safe and kind of like you don't get hurt as
well. Oh, while you were doing the safe route, I was in a fucking on top of a barn on hay bales, fucking taking like power bombs and shit. At like 13. I wonder people are always like, why is your back so fucked up? I definitely know why. Cause there was a lot of points in my life where I thought I was gonna be a professional wrestler.
Bro, Shane took a steel chair more than one time while he was blackout drunk. Nearly.
I would not take a chair to the head.
Steel chairs like to the dome.
I would not do that because that's
just happened.
I mean, he's crazy. He's a big
jump downstairs, like just on the like He jumped through a table.
See, he's a big
He
EC.
jumped through a table.
I believe that.
EC dub.
See,
EC dub.
for anybody who isn't a wrestling fan, which I mean, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm not surprised. I'm sure I'm only going to get hate for talking about wrestling on this podcast. You already have a wrestling podcast. Why are you talking about it here? But that's like the company that was fucking crazy and did all like the fucking. They did like fire tables and barbed wire and that shit.
That's the awesome stuff too, though.
Oh no, I mean, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I just have no interest in partaking in it.
Yeah, you don't want to get
Fuck
killed.
that. No, if I was, like I said, I had ambitions to be a wrestler at one point in my life, and if I would have been, I would have been like a normal wrestler that just had matches. I wouldn't have done that crazy shit. Fuck that. I want to have a long life.
Yeah, you're right.
But no, like we used to wrestle in like barns and shit. That's what I used
I
to
really
do.
don't care if my life's long. I just want to. It
all about
gotta be
having fun.
good, and I gotta live to like 45 or 50.
Do you want to have a family? All that?
Not really.
Really?
I mean, maybe one day, but not right now.
Oh no, right now, fuck.
Like as of right now, I want to have one right now, but as of right now, I don't want to have one
Oh,
ever.
okay.
But that might change.
See, I want to have one in the future. I don't know. Kids fucking, I don't know. Kids scare me. Yeah, they just chill up there.
I definitely want to have kids one day because I know my kids will be good looking.
That's a very fucking egotistical.
But I know it is. It's so egotistical.
All right.
But I could just picture what how my kids would look, hoping they would get some features that I have. Like you could look at some people like you went to high school with.
Yeah.
You look like their dad, like Mike Szabo and his dad.
Look at me.
They
bro.
look exactly the same
Look
as
at me
their
and my
dad.
dad. Me and my dad look very
You're right.
similar. We like
And some
fucking-
people look the same as their moms. Like guys look like their moms and shit. It's just so weird. Zach Hudson looks like his mom. Like it's just like you could definitely tell that they resemble each other. But I'm just saying, I hope like you know what I mean. Like I hope they would like be you know what I mean,
No, I feel you.
big eyed and everything.
No, I feel like if my kids have a chance to be good looking because I'd be a good looking dude if my nose was fucked up.
You know what? I'm a fuck, bro. People have big noses.
No, my nose is crooked.
It's not. Your nose isn't like mine. Though mine is like an L nose. I call it. It's an L-shaped nose.
Okay.
Like it goes straight, like a slope. Some people have the hump nose, the camel nose, the humpback nose.
I mean, you got a pretty.
And then
fucking,
you have a small nose, which a lot of people like because it's not big.
But like I said, it's fucking crooked.
I like it though. It's small. You don't have to get in the way. Like when you're like, if you're a bitch, like your bitch would probably fuck with not a big nose. Is what I'm saying because girls don't
Oh,
usually
yeah.
like big noses.
If you know how to use it.
Oh man! While you're down there,
Yeah, just fucking go in with the nose, bro. And just you better hope it smells good, man. But so what? You don't have any like bad experiences? Did you ever have to like travel to like?
still
family?
laughing about that.
Did you have to like travel with family ever?
Have you?
Oh, I used to. I lived in Coney Lake, and we would open presents in Coney Lake. It used to suck because I would like. I remember one year, very particularly, I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The same year, it was like right after it came out. I was fucking pumped, and I got to take my PlayStation down because I was staying at my dad's house for over the Christmas break. So I took my PlayStation with me. I had the game with me. I played it a little bit when I was at my house. When I was like, "All right, we have to go now to go see family and take you to your dad's house." I'm like, "Let's go." And I'm like, we get there, and I'm like, "All right, can I just screw this family stuff? Can I just go play my video game?" No, you can't play it. You can't play it. We left my house at 1:00. We stayed at my aunt's house till about 9:00. I didn't
You had
get
to wait 8 hours.
I had to wait 8 fucking hours to play the game I got for Christmas. Right after it came out, and then I get to my dad's house, and I had a PlayStation. This same year, it got the hack and shut down the holiday during Christmas. The same.
I remember
fucking
that.
year.
Like that, bro. I remember that. Like that was like 5 years ago now.
Yep. No, 7.
7.
That was
It had to
2000.
be- Oh, like when that fat white Canadian guy like
Yep.
hacked in and like got no internet for you guys.
Yep.
Like you guys
For-
couldn't sign in like
For
online.
almost 6 months.
I thought it was like for a couple months.
No, it was bad for some people. Because I couldn't log in for months. Like
I thought it
6
was like a
months.
1 or 2.
No,
one.
no, I got logged out for like 6 months, legitimately. Like
And you had to recover
they-
for membership. Well, you
I had
had PlayStation Plus maybe.
they made my account look like it got hacked, like I was a hacker, not like I got hacked, like I was a hacker.
Like you were a person that was
So
doing it.
I had to email them like 5 or 6 times to get my account back and just explain the situation. Like, you guys fucked me over. I'm not spending the money for games again. I had a lot of trophies I'd like
That's
to get.
crazy.
Please give me my shit back. And like, luckily, like since all that shit was going on, they were trying to keep customers. They're like, yeah, you got all your shit back. You're cool. We'll fix your account. But yeah, no, they fucked over PlayStation users big. It sucked. Like I said, it ruined Christmas for me. That was my worst Christmas experience.
That sucks, man.
I ended up playing.
That would ruin it.
Like I was the best game that was out right now.
Hold on.
Modern
You
Warfare 2
just
was the
said
shit.
That was your worst Christmas experience. And the only thing I remember that I did every Christmas, other than like certain family traditions, was get on Xbox after eating, after like opening up everything, and after like talking to your family enough, and like saying thank you. Everyone would get on Xbox by like 10, 11 in the morning and go on and talk about what everyone got. And we would all talk to each other.
See, that's what's up. I got
every year.
I got
like play game, the new game we got together.
I got screwed as a kid growing up because I lived in the country. I didn't have online gaming till I was about like legitimately 15. Like seriously.
That sucks.
Like I had
Me too.
Like I was just
I was like 13 or 14.
Like I had nothing but single player games.
Ready, bro? How about how I miss midnight launches so much?
I didn't go
the
to
tradition. Oh, there's so many. Every Call of Duty, like one GTA, a couple Halo,
believe that.
Battlefield, Borderlands, Watch Dogs. So tell me how I went to all these, bro, and like some of them weren't like this, but you could go home and pop the disc in, like on the 360, and maybe there'd be an update, but you would get on and you'd be on and playing, and it was Call of Duty or whatever, and you'd be leveling up. Nowadays, it's all digital usually.
Yeah.
Not only do you have to install it, it takes a long time. Like you sit there, you get home. Like now, you can have it ready to go.
Yeah, you can pre-install.
But like, I don't know. I just miss getting home at midnight and everything.
It takes away the excitement. That's what kind of sucks about the digital age, just in general. Is there just you don't go out and do shit anymore. It comes to you. You don't have to. It takes away, like you said, it takes away the excitement. No, I definitely feel you on that.
I mean, I just loved it. I missed it.
No, I can definitely appreciate
the environment.
I miss going to GameStop and having going looking through all the games.
Certain employees that you remembered every time. That
and like I would go and play all the demos when I was there. Check out what the new games are going to be like. I just remember demos, bro.
Like demos.
Fucking demos. I haven't played a demo since the Resident Evil demo. There was that. That was pretty fucking good. But other than that, there wasn't really many demos.
A long time.
Like Origins EA and Origins has this thing where it's like play first trial where they'll give you like 10 hours for free.
Wait, are you talking about? Wait, what did you say? EA Origins?
It's EA Access or it's Origin Access on PC.
Okay, EA Access is like you can get early access to all the EA games, like sports games, the Battlefield,
and that's really good way. Like you can get free, like the older games for free.
And then hold on, wait. I'm trying to think. This will help me.
Yeah, but you can get like I have right now I'm playing like SimCity. I'm playing that on there. I played a little bit of The Sims for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I got bored one night. Played for a couple hours.
Sims aren't bad. You and Shane would be friends.
No, we got along. We were.
I mean, you guys would be like, guys. You both like fucking The Sims. He fucks with The Sims. He plays it. Used to play it a lot, and he loves wrestling. Loves it. Like loves sports.
No, I definitely want to get him on the podcast.
Yeah, you need to get him on the podcast.
Definitely want to have him on the podcast one day.
He'll be up here drinking. We'll be smoking with him.
He could be on the drinking episode. That'd be fucking fun.
I'll be drinking no matter what episode.
No doubt. No, that would be a fun one. But to get away from wrestling, I'm sure people are sick of hearing about wrestling. And just to getting you back into life in general. We talked about just like life being just crazy in general. And it's just been...
Lately, it's been wild, hectic. It's hard to even think about anything lately.
It's just been a crazy year in general. Like, people complain about, like, 2016 being a bad year.
No, this was
2016 was a warm-up.
My first immediate death happened in my family back in, like, April. My dog died in January. And then my grandma I think she's in hospice care. She's supposed to be in hospice care, not living at home. So I'm assuming she'll be gone like by the end of this year. Well, maybe the first week of next year.
Like I want to be optimistic, but at the same time, hospice isn't a good place.
Oh no, it's like the on your way up.
Yeah, it's a bad spot. I know people have gone through it. It's a terrible situation. I'm really sorry to hear about.
My pap that died in April went to hospice for 3 weeks at home.
Damn.
And I had to come home from work and see him getting his ass wiped and changed by these AIDS, and he wasn't even alive half the time.
Like that's honestly, like if it came down to it, like if that's what I'm going
he
through,
tried to hang himself before all this even happened.
That's where
he wanted to die, and he was ready, he wanted to, and he couldn't. And then my grandma like called the family, and like the paramedics came to pick him up in the fire trucks, and then they had to take him to the hospital because he was 302 by the hospital.
No doubt, yeah, no, they're definitely gonna take you.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
Now here's where there's been like a lot of like
wild stories.
There's been a very big debate on it. And it's just like euthanization, like the choice of it at that age, where you're just at a point where you know you're not coming back, and it's that you have a very terminal disease where you're suffering. I feel like people should have the right to say, all right, can I just end it? Like I know it's coming.
I think there's that thing you can sign when that happens, or something.
Some states there is.
I think we do, because I was in Western Psych and I filled out a form, and it was if you're like a vegetable, basically. Like if you're a vegetable, or like you're unresponsive, or like if you're dead or whatever for so long, no matter what your family wants, you can, like, they have the paper to say that you want the plug pulled. If it's been 48 hours, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it's just a terrible.
And I said, oh yeah, I'm not. Don't let me sit there and let these people keep coming visiting me and wasting their time while they're trying to do other stuff in their life, like I was trying to do, visiting these people, knowing how hard it is and emotionally breaking it is. Just end it faster and get it over with faster, and it's less suffering for the person that's dying.
That's really what it comes down to, because it's really more it's the family I would think about, because I wouldn't want to put people that I know through that. That would be really just a shitty thing to do.
Exactly. So prevent it.
Yeah, no, I feel like it should be okay, because a lot of people are like against it, like, oh no, that's murder. No, it's not. Like, I mean, I guess it's like the way I look at
You're hurting your family.
Well, here's the way
You're being inconsiderate. No, I'm trying to be considerate.
Well, here's the way I also look at it too. Look at like how like the Japanese culture is, where it's like suicide's not a bad thing in that culture. Like, I mean, if you look,
some call it like Iraq and shit.
Like, I mean, like, it's not like glorified, but at the same time, like it's not like in the United States where like when you think of suicide, it's like this horrible thing. There's a lot of times where suicide is a very bad thing. I know from a first-hand experience. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I know it's not good.
Yeah, me too.
In some situations, but a situation like that where you know it's coming, and you know you're suffering,
or you don't know
your family's suffering. Well, I mean, like
my cousin Eric, he's kind of blood related to me, I think.
Okay.
He I shouldn't really say his name. His mom did through what's it called? Postpartum depression.
Oh yeah.
Like when they have a kid, yeah.
Okay.
Very unexpected. Well, not very unexpected. Like the new stuff was starting to happen because she was like going nuts. But like you didn't think it was just gonna happen like that one day.
Yeah, I feel you. I definitely I get you on that one. It's a tough fucking situation. It really is. It's something.
No preventing it. No matter how hard you try, unless they want to try and prevent it and get better, they aren't.
Yeah, no, it's honestly a scary thought. I'm extremely afraid of death. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. I think about it every day.
Like, it's something.
I think about not death so much, but I think about what happens when you die. But not only that, like what happens to all of us when we die.
Like, that's what I wonder. Like, what
you gotta go somewhere. Your mind, your soul, or you're sleeping. Like if it's science, you're sleeping. Like when you were sleeping. And
yeah, that's what I worry.
You're just gonna kind of wake up. How you kind of woke up and took your body over one day, because you weren't like always there. You know what I mean? Like you weren't controlling your body when you were a baby and all that shit and the toddler. I mean, like you don't remember that. You know what I mean?
True, but at the same time,
I feel like there's just a dark in between state. Like you're sleeping.
So
from
like,
when you die to when you're I believe in reincarnation. Is what I'm saying.
I 100% agree with that. I don't,
because there's no death and that's it. You're in a fucking wall and then there's like no thought and there's no anything like that.
That's what scares me.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't. And if that's what it is, then I believe that it would actually, you would just be remained with what you had in your life that you lived, like your memories, your friends, your family, the loves, the emotions that you had, and you'd be permanently living with those. You wouldn't know anything outside of what you personally saw in your life and knew.
And if that what is afterlife life is, that then I would have a more of a belief in like spirits and shit like that and ghosts. I would definitely believe that would be 100% be linked. But at the same time,
totally vibe with that.
I totally believe in reincarnation.
Me too.
Like, I don't know if you'll come back as a human, but you're gonna come back as fucking something. Like, I don't think that
life, any kind of life, something has to be like, you think that like you're a person. You're not a person. You're a light. You're the spark, which is what I call it.
Yeah.
That's in something. Well, we are a human. We're lucky to be humans. We can talk. But I'm saying you could have been an iguana. You could have been a frog. Like anything that is possible to be alive, you could have been with a beating heart. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could have been
We're humans, though.
We could have been the weed that the Indians were smoking. You know?
Or the fucking... No, I mean, not the weed, but like the cats.
No,
like,
I feel like...
They
honestly,
are a person. They have a personality.
But here's my thing. Like, I count plants as a life form. I feel like people can be reincarnated as plants and shit. I feel like people can come from plants. I feel like... I don't want to sound like a crazy hippie, but I feel like...
fuck with that, but I can't...
Here's why...
It has to be something alive to me. Like, actually alive. I know plants are alive, but I mean, like... I
feel like there's a greater connection between
plants and earth
humans and natures. Yes, I feel like...
me too.
Because, I mean, obviously we can't live without it.
No.
We wouldn't be able to breathe. So I feel like they have a very vital part of us. So I feel like that's why there's that connection. I might be fucking crazy. I might be fucking high. I don't know.
I mean, it's probably both, but I was kind of going there too, but I mean, like...
But I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, you could be anything. A fly on the wall. I mean, like, whatever. You're just a life. You're just life. Yeah. I mean, you're not a person, really.
No, I definitely agree with that.
So weird to think about, bro.
Because life is so fucking short.
That's what I mean. So you got to think about what happens after. Not even
some years.
60 to 80 years, like 80 at the most. It used to be 80. And now, like,
people
how
are
many years has it been?
Now.
All we know that there's been is 2,000 years. That's all we know for a fact. Maybe even for a fact.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that weird, too?
They say that...
You don't know where we've been then?
Like, people... Like, here's the thing. People say that if you believe the Bible, then you go by the years. And there's also... before death,
like, so the timeline. You're talking about the timeline.
And there's a timeline before. There's the before death timeline.
It gives you progress on how things were made and how we developed as people.
Like, like the years that we're going by
actually go factual. Where does
people
it actually say? Where does the year zero lie? Not the Bible. Where do we lie as people at the year zero or 100? Like, are we in like Indian eras then, or like where are we then?
Well, right now. The Earth is 4.54 billion years old.
Yeah, so that's like whole other shit, like dinosaurs in space and shit. Do we even really know that? How do we even know that?
Carbon dating.
You're right.
Carbon dating.
Carbon dating, yeah. My man just said. He said science.
You know what? I say a lot of stupid shit on here, but I'm a semi-intelligent guy. I paid attention in high school, motherfuckers.
Good shit.
Yeah, no, I paid attention.
He said carbon. I knew dinosaurs. I fuck with dinosaurs.
Yeah, no, I'm not a super smart person, but I don't know why is the first thing. Why when I pop up how old? Why is the first thing that pops up is how old is John Cena and Lil Wayne?
What?
Like, those are the first. Like, it's the universe, the sun. How old is he? How old is John Cena? How old is you? How old is Abraham Lincoln? And how old is Lil Wayne? How the fuck did John Cena and Lil Wayne fit in those categories? Like, Abraham Lincoln makes sense.
Oh well, fuck John Cena.
I'm just saying, it makes no fucking. Google's weird. Google's fucking weird. Yeah, that's weird. But how long has humans been on Earth?
Like cavemen, they're gonna argue maybe, which is like who knows how many.
They count.
Years.
They definitely count.
Yeah, they definitely do count. Like when did a human become not a
200,000 years ago?
Is when humans became...
But civilization is only 6,000 years old.
That's weird to think of. What happened before civilization? They were just walking around in a bunch of fucking tree
Probably
huts
Indians, yeah, Indians and shit like that, or Native Americans,
tree bases, bro.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like be strolling down one day, bro, and like there's like a literal like a tree village or something like that, and you just start getting speared at, like you're trying to walk yourself to what's the Sunoco of the tree village. And you just start getting murked at, like on your way to getting some eggs in the morning.
Yeah, I just want to get some coffee, bro.
Yeah, you're going to pick your fucking coffee plant, literally. Like you're on your way to the field, and you just like get murked on. Like, could you imagine living in a time like that where anyone could just come around and just?
No, I'd be dead.
There's no laws, really.
I thought about it recently. I've been thinking about it really, really recently. I've been seeing like fucking places for like jiu-jitsu training and shit like that. Because I realized I'm a fucking I talk a lot of shit.
And you need to be able to back it up.
I can't back it up right now.
No.
If somebody tried to fuck me up, they would
like,
fuck me up.
I don't have the weight. You'd be like, I'm dead.
I would throw a few shots.
Yeah, you are lengthy.
Like I'm lengthy. I can like battle for a little bit, but if it comes down to it, I'm getting my ass.
Like
kicked.
if they can get their grip on you, like
exactly.
a grapple.
Like I can't do shit.
You don't have enough. Like you're not.
I don't know.
You're too tall. Yeah, you're flimsy.
Like if I knew what I was doing, I'd be perfect. Because like long
you
length
definitely
helps.
could. No, but you would definitely be able to knock some punches before someone would be able to get close enough.
But I was thinking about doing that because like especially with the way the world's been nowadays, and like
you got to watch out every second, every day.
Like guns are great, but if it gets hand to hand, I would be nice.
Hand to hand's more important than
exactly.
Guns
like I can learn how to shoot a gun very easily.
You could buy a gun and that's your protection. It's money.
It takes years to learn shit like that.
Like that's something that there's a guy I know. He comes into my store. His name's Perino. His last name. He was like a soldier. He actually was firsthand trained by Bruce Lee. The guy that trained with Bruce Lee, like who taught Bruce Lee, taught Perino.
That's fucking wild.
He's met Bruce Lee and battle and trained with him, but not trained by him. Like you're cool. All right, I'm gonna be driving soon. He's like a master, and he sold me these bamboo sticks called rattan sticks for like the dub, and I have some I can sell you if you want them at the dub. And they're like, bro, I have 2 sets. You could literally, he gave me the second one like is like a discount kind of. So
all right, you kind of need 2 of them if you're gonna do
no, I mean there's 4, like 2 sets of 2.
Okay.
So he literally, that'd be retarded. So he literally, bro, like he's about this. Like he wanted to train with me and like get me to get into it. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like I'm smoking weed and shit. Like
but here's the thing. But
this guy he's someone that you would want to talk to if you wanted to be trained.
What you're saying is like, you're such a smoking weed, you couldn't do that. Like
no, bro. There's people that do it while they're smoking weed.
Say, like,
that has nothing to do with it.
To somebody that
Bruce Lee was puffing.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I'd be up in my room doing dabs or smoking, like playing video games in my habitat. I can't be out there exercising.
No, I like getting high and like fucking doing activities.
Me too, like outside.
Like
nature.
I remember getting high.
Not so much exercise, more nature, more than exercise.
I remember used to get high as fucking playing football.
People love to get high as fucking weightlift and all that shit. I can't. Makes my head too pressure filled.
No,
head. It feels like I'm gonna pass out.
See, when I get high, I just get really relaxed.
Me too, but if I get baked, like your head feels like power.
Well, I don't get super baked before I go fucking do it.
Yeah, you just kind of like do a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get buzz on. That's for sure. I'm buzzed 95% of the time.
That's my problem. Is that like how people be drinking and they can't stop and they drink too much. I smoke and then like I need to be like the highest.
You gotta learn moderation, bro.
I can't like smoke a joint. Like if I smoke a blunt, I'm still doing a dab after. Like I have to be the highest.
When are we doing the dabs episode, bro?
I need to bring. Bro. Like you're ready for it.
I want to
bring a pen if you want. I got a pen.
Can we make my bong a rig? That's the question.
No, but I could bring.
You couldn't get an attachment for it?
I would just bring my rig. Because if I'm bringing wax in my vehicle,
you might as well.
It's the same threat.
One of these days, I think, because that's the 2 ideas. We got the dab episode and the drinking episode. We might do. I was thinking about it. How do you feel about being on camera? Because a drinking episode might be good for on camera.
I would be on camera either way.
Because you know what I'm saying? I feel like, because that's what the future of the evolution of
I have a webcam.
Do you have a capture card?
No, but I have a webcam.
Because I got to work on getting a capture card.
You could hook up to there that would probably fit both.
Because I'm wondering, because if we can get 2 angles, that would be awesome.
You're right.
Because that's where the future of the podcast got to go. We got to get video. That's where I want to go. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
we're gonna wrap up here in a little bit. I want to wrap up at 9 o'clock.
But
it's a smooth time to end that.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, it worked out pretty fucking good. I'm gonna get the fucking song ready right now. No, we've been going for a while. It's been like an hour and a half podcast. This is definitely one of our. You messaged me earlier saying we're like, oh man, we need to do like a 45-minute episode. I was like, yeah, that's cool.
A quick one because I was supposed to be somewhere, but now it's folded, so don't matter.
I think let me check how long we've been going. We've been going for 2 hours now. that includes
without.
It was a 30-minute pre-show.
So that's about. We've done about an hour, 30-40-minute one with the pre-show before. That was pretty good too.
Yeah, but no, this was definitely the longest.
Yeah, this is easy.
But it went pretty smooth. Like
it wasn't bad. I was choppy. I was trying to. I'm dying right now. I mean, I think his cats were fucking with me, like the cat hair. And
Yeah, no, there was a lot of
I was
fucking.
breaking it down.
Yeah,
no. The hair out. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
We're good.
No, we're fine. And you know what? It's all good because this has been a good episode, and this has been the third fucking episode of the fucking
Gooncast. Ready for the fourth next week. I'm gonna try unless something goes downhill with my grandma.
Yeah,
I'm trying to come back by next Friday.
And there might be a chance. I was thinking about it. If it goes where there's like a long hiatus again, there might be a chance where there might be like just a random fucking second chair while you're doing your thing. You're always gonna be the second mic on the Gooncast.
Yeah, I'm just always out.
And it just gives us the opportunity to get new voices in and get different opinions and shit. Because that's where I wanted the future of the podcast to go. Is where we're just bringing in different people.
Everybody.
And it's just because I want to bring in like. I want to get, like, I have female friends that I want to bring in and get, like, a female opinion.
Yeah.
And just, like, because you know what? Because, I mean, like, we got a good male opinion, but at the same time, we don't know shit about what females are talking about.
We need to bringing a female in this would be totally different.
It would change the dynamic a lot, and it's something that I want to test. Because, I mean, we want to have everybody. We want everybody to feel like they're welcome to come and listen to the fucking Gooncast. Because what I want this to be is a community. I want this to be a community of people who just like to fucking hang out, smoke a little weed, and have a good time. Fucking talk shit, have a good time. That's it. That's what we do. And if you want to be a part of that community, give us some subscribe on the Goonland Production YouTube page. Give us a like on this video. It would help us out a lot. Even a share would be nice. We don't get many shares, but that would help us out a lot. If you'd also enjoy us, you can check us out on Facebook. We still don't have our independent one yet. I'm still thinking about changing it to the full just Goonland, but right now it's still Phenomenal Podcast on YouTube, on Facebook, facebook.com/Phenomenal Podcast, twitter.com/Phenom Podcast to get the latest updates of when we're going live, and I'm gonna start tweeting more from that. Just 2018 is gonna be the year where I really put a lot of effort into the podcast. 2017 was the setup year, getting out the kinks with the test. The Phenomenal Podcast. If you go back and listen to the older episodes to now, you can see where the production value is going up. And we're getting it together. Now we're to the point where we're ready to start getting eyes on the podcast, and that's what 2018 is going to be. And I can't wait to do it with you, Doug. I don't know how you feel about it.
I'm bringing a new strain too.
Oh, it's going to be good times all around, and we can't wait to do it with you guys. So until that, we will see you all next week.